Toledo Rockets, what? Yeah, they just scored again in the second quarter. Rockets coming off that big win over Morgan State's. Welcoming Pete Seymour from the Rocket Radio Network. Pete, no one has ever seen a second quarter quite like that one.
No, and to think about this, Mark, it was 3-0 at the end of the first. And give Morgan State a ton of credit. Their front seven played really tough. They were able to stop the running game for Toledo a lot, but little adjustments between the first and the second quarter, and wow. They went off. Record-setting performance this past Saturday.
You look at that second quarter, 3 Morgan State series finished up with negative yardage. It wasn't just the fact that the offense was scoring at will, the defense was stopping the Bears at will as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Only 56 total yards. Yeah, you heard that correct. 56 total yards in that entire game for Morgan State. That's unheard of. That's the second best all-time for a Toledo Rocket defense. And yeah, the offense and defense very much complemented each other, like you heard Coach Candle say. And even the special teams, Mark. Bryson Hammer, he set up the first touchdown with a really nice kick return. All evening long, Bryson Hammer was controlling where the field position was, and that might be a little underrated piece from this game, but the special teams unit and Dylan Cunanan as well, very solid for the Rockets Saturday.
Yeah, that Fremont Ross Little Giant has been big for the Rocket special teams last couple of seasons now. Another thing that you could have a sigh of relief over, Tucker Gleason not hurt at all following the little bit of the scare against Western Kentucky. He looked good on Saturday, depending upon whether or not you like the highlights in the hair.
Yeah, absolutely. He actually said that his wife did that for him. So I asked him about it earlier at the press conference. He said, yeah, hey, my wife gave me that haircut. And Candle's response was, hey, I'm waiting for somebody else to do it on the team so I can dye some of my hair as well. But no, Tucker looked great, very efficient. John Allen Richter, he was able to come in and run a 2-minute drill at the end of the first half. Some meaningful minutes for the backup. And then, hey, Caleb Osborne, how about the third stringer? First ever touchdowns to Toledo Rocket, did it on the ground. And yeah, Coach Candle and staff got to see a lot of what these 2s, 3s, even 4s, what they have in them. And you know how important that is come Mid-American Conference play coming up this week.
Absolutely. The MAC begins for the Rockets on Saturday as they make the trip to Kalamazoo, an 0-3 Western Michigan team, but they've played some good teams and have played them tough.
Yeah, especially this last week. It was a really competitive game against Illinois. I know the Illini able to extend the lead, and the score was a little lopsided at the end of that game. But this is a team, really big offensive line, really physical defensive line. Every single year they know how to run the ball. Another productive quarterback. He has a live arm, can get down the field. And Waldo Stadium, not an easy place to play for the Toledo Rockets.
Yeah, something Jason Candle was reminded of earlier this week as they've lost their last 2 games at Waldo Stadium, including a heartbreaker in 2020. So they owe the Broncos.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's that complementary football. Offense, defense, special teams. Kavion Sherman this past week led the team with 9 tackles. That's a career best. 4 of those tackles for a loss. That's 1 shy of a school record for Toledo. And also defensively, the secondary, we've talked about it this year, really good. Offensively, Chip Trainum, 2 touchdowns. Kendry Christian, 2 touchdowns. Junior Vandeross, 2 touchdowns. If they can play that complementary football and do it on the road against the Western Michigan Broncos, it's a recipe for success.
So the Mid-American Conference play kicking off for Toledo. Of course, we'll have full highlights of that one coming up this weekend on Sports Nightly. Pete Seymour, thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Mark. Go Rockets.